When I began to write my short sermon, God told me to do it on love changes everything. Now, when I began to look up the definition of love, I love kids, man. They have some of the craziest ideas. When I was looking up the definition of love, a kid said that love is when a guy puts on cologne and a girl puts on perfume. They get together and they start smelling each other. Now, that's a good definition of love for a little kid. But God's definition of love is abaha and agape, which in the Greek and Hebrew language is unconditional and unwavering love for others. I like to call that perfect love. Perfect love was demonstrated when Jesus died on the cross for our sins. That same love can change everything. Changes the culture, changes this generation, it can change the whole world for that matter. But first, in order to change the culture, you must first change your mindset. What I mean by that is, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, right? So if your heart's full of anger, you're going to be angry. But if your heart's full of love, you'll love them. And Solomon was wise enough to know that if you hang around people who have hatred in their lives, it'll be more difficult for you to love others. See, he knew this because he said in Proverbs 15:17, better is a dinner of bitterness with love than a fatted calf with hate. Now, I'm going to be for real with y'all, okay? My bitterness, lima beans. Hate them. But a big fat juicy steak, on the other hand, come on. You see, it's better for me to eat the lima beans in a room full of love than for me to eat the steak in a room full of hate, because it'll be more difficult to stretch out my hand and love others. And you see, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was right, because you see, he knew that love was so passionate, because he said that love is the only force that can turn an enemy into a friend. And if he was right, then love is definitely passionate, so passionate that it can definitely change this whole generation.
Wow.
Secondly, in order to change this generation, you must have perfect love. I'm going to go ahead and tell you how to get this perfect love. You get it by spending time with God. Once when you do, He'll give you the know-how to use it. And of course, you can't be around all the junk. Like, you can't be afraid. You can't have all this different type of stuff: rage, hatred, anger. This will be more difficult for you.
Yeah, that's good.
Like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. also said that fear, anger, hatred, and rage are all characteristics of mankind.
Yeah.
But there's an even greater one that can counterattack and combine. It's called love. You see, love is so powerful. Okay, I need y'all to picture a wrestling match with me. Me versus my cousin Josh. Now, my cousin Josh, he's like 6 foot. He is a wrestling champion of the state of Alabama. He's 16. And he's a big, ripped beast inside of a man. This dude versus me. Okay, let's go ahead and be honest. How many of y'all really think I would win against that joker? Put your hand out, dude. I mean, you were the program, man. You see, he's like love, and I'm hate. You see, me and him are cool and all if we're not on the mat. We're on the mat, I'm out of there. You see, love is so powerful, it can definitely change the whole world.
Yeah.
Last, in order to change the world, you must do everything with perfect love. The Bible, Paul said in 1 Corinthians 13:13, he said you must have faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. Let me go ahead and tell you why. One man went down in history because he had faith and he had hope, but he had a negative characteristic, and that was his downfall. Adolf Hitler.
Yeah.
Think about it. He had faith in his army. He had hope that he could conquer the world, but he hated everybody else, and that was his downfall.
Wow.
Just imagine, if he replaced hatred with love, instead of decimating or wiping out most of the Jewish population at that time, he could have increased the kingdom's population.
Come on.
Instead of turning 1939 to 1945 the biggest bloodbath this world's ever seen, could have been the greatest revival this world's ever seen.
Wow. Come on.
Instead of being the world's most known mass murderer, he could have been the greatest evangelist this world's ever seen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? So I guess love does change everything. It changes the culture, generation, and the world. My question to you is, will you let love change you?
Woo!